City Manager's Report, Mr. Jones.
Each month, I'd like to point out a particular employee that does a lot of hard work in our city and deserves some recognition. This month, I'd like to call out Kandi Hessel for all the work she did on the 4th of July. Her day started very early in the morning on the 4th of July in what we call Operation Herding Cats, where she put the parade together and we marched a whole bunch of people through the heart of downtown. Following that, she had coordinated the Liberty Market, which was absolutely overwhelmed with shoppers. That day, we hope to make that particular operation 2 or 3 times as large in the future. That was followed by a concert in a central social district, and then culminated the evening with a fireworks show. So Kandi probably started about 6 in the morning, probably got home about the same time the very next day, and she deserves a recognition by all of us for an exceptional job.
Indeed.
And for all those that participated to make the 4th of July a very special day here in Van Alstyne. Joey referenced the investment in downtown Van Alstyne. I'm pleased to announce that we poured the final segment of concrete on our downtown revitalization program about 2 weeks ago, and we were able to reopen Main Street at Jefferson. So all of our roadways from this project that really commenced in about 2019, and you saw it first on May of 2021 when we opened our park just down the road here, Central Social District Park. We paved Van Alstyne Parkway from the railroad tracks to Waco. We paved Preston from Van Alstyne Parkway down to just south of Marshall Street. We've redone Marshall Street, and now we've redone Main. We finished the parking lot behind City Hall, adding about 12 more parking spaces to that, and moved all of our city vehicles to the rear of the building. We've added 2 parking lots into downtown, 3 if you count the one right across from us, to be able to accommodate the wealth of people that are visiting in downtown Van Alstyne. The 19,000 that visited burnt in its first year of operation. And with that investment, we still have a lot of details to be able to complete our downtown project. One is the removal of the power poles and the overhead lines. We are going to start that portion of the project with TxDOT's permit approval to install a couple of poles on Waco. We have to bring power up Fulton, and once that's there, we'll be able to take all the power poles off of Marshall Street in Maine. That will be a revelation in downtown Van Alstyne, get rid of a lot of wires that hang there. We'll be able to hang our festoon lighting over the top of Marshall and Main Street, which should bring downtown to life. We have some 14-foot tall artificial but real-looking trees on their way to us that will light up in the evening. It'll make downtown a very beautiful place to visit. We have planters that arrived today, planter pots that are way too small, so we're having to replace those with larger planter boxes. We have new park benches, trash cans. We've ordered seating for all of the wrought iron areas that will be outside dining areas. We're going to encourage our food providers to be open in the evening. So it's an amazing downtown. Burnt, soon the Emerald, Myth and Ember, exceptional looking facilities. We're seeing building owners making sizable investments. We had one come in today with a transformational project for a particular building in downtown that I'm personally very excited by. I'm anxious to see if that can come to fruition. That still has to go to the CDC with a pretty good funding request, but it would make a huge enhancement to downtown. Next week, I'm visiting with Ken Kendrick to talk about the remodel that won't end, the two-story building on the southeastern corner of Preston and Marshall Street, to get an update on that timeline and start talking about what kind of tenants could be in the lower level of that building. So hopefully we can get an end game on that project and get that done. So downtown is getting near completion. We expect the end of August is a realistic timeline. Will definitely be done with the downtown project. I shouldn't say definitely. We hope to be done with the downtown project by fall to this year. It should be an exciting time. Last Friday, I met with WSB Engineering to discuss the process of completing the design of the Highway 75 FM 121 intersection, the overpass project. At present, the plans are at 60% design, and it's the desire of the city to have a complete set of design plans ready for let no later than May of 2027. WSB has indicated that May of 27 is a possible date to have a complete set of plans. I am now scheduling a meeting for next
The 20th,
Tuesday. Is it Monday? I've lost track of time.
Monday, the
here.
20th.
With TxDOT, we're going to sit down, WSB, TxDOT, in the city to establish critical timelines, review processes, so that we can get that project let ready in time for possible funding. Blassingame road improvements continue to move along with wastewater lines now installed. Water's being installed at present. The project's expected to be complete by February of 27. Forms and rebar are in process at the senior center for sidewalks and drive approaches into the new parking lot. The asphalt parking lot is there. Rain has been a constant issue with completing that project, but following the pouring of the concrete, the site will be cleaned of debris, will be striped for parking, sod will be installed, and then we have a landscaper on hold ready to come in and make it look pretty. With that, I'll answer any questions.
Thank you, sir. Questions for our city manager?
Yeah, the public safety facility, are we still on budget? Are we still on time? Where are we at on that?
Yes to both.
Okay.
We are on budget. We're getting close, so we're meeting regularly on budget, and we are on time to take possession of that building in October, but we won't formally accept the building, if you will, or move in or operate from it until after the first of the year.
Okay, and then do you have any updates on, and I know this isn't with the city, but the Heroes Park funding, is there maybe you know about it, Jim? Any sort of progress on that?
Only what I've heard from Mr. Jones.
I can answer the question. Is there is inadequate funding in there
Okay.
to build what's been proposed. We do have funding. We'll continue to fundraise, so when the time comes, we can build that park.
Perfect.
I have a question about parking where the city vehicles go behind Burnt and the rail yard. Most evenings, and especially Friday and Saturday nights, that parking lot is completely full. Is there any, I don't know what parking's like at the current police and fire station in that lot, but is there a way to move city vehicles over there?
That parking lot is relatively full at the police and fire department. It would be possible to instruct city vehicles to be parked in the main parking lot in the rear of that parking lot on Friday nights, and they could stay there until Monday morning.
Yeah.
Very good point.
Yeah, I might even suggest this parking lot is probably less busy than the small one over
Yeah.
here on weekends. So park them over
It's a
here
nice
during
problem to
the
have,
week.
isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
It's still a
And over there
problem, but
during
it's
the
a
week.
nice one.
Yeah, it's a very nice problem. to
Okay,
have.
anything else for Mr. Jones?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.